Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Katawa Shoujo. I got a haircut, I think. I don't think you've seen me with the haircut. Um, it may have been only a couple days for you, but for me it has been I think 2 weeks, maybe three. I mass recorded sorry, that looks really stupid now. The camera angle is pretty fucked up today, not gonna lie. I moved my camera out of the. Now I'm just gonna be self-conscious the whole time. Do I just take off the hood? There's the haircut. Let's put the hood back on. It's incredibly cold. It just looks like I'm bald, bro, but with like one big widow's peak, and I'm not a fan of that. It looked fine before because it was covering everything. There we go. Now you have no idea. Anyway, hi. It's been a couple weeks because I mass recorded a lot of episodes of this and Steins Gate. Couldn't remember the name. Because I went on vacation last week, which is pretty cool. I wouldn't have been able to record, and I didn't really want to, miss out on any days. But that being said, I think we're going back to the old 3 episodes a week schedule of Katawa Shoujo, just for a little bit, just for a couple weeks, because it is Christmas time, and I am very busy. Without further ado, let's get into Katawa Shoujo. Now, I really do not remember what we were doing last time. That might have been the time we went behind the school with Rin. That might have been... We kissed Rin. I remember that very vividly, actually. We were kissing Rin, who was drugged out of her mind. Not without consent. She came on to us. So, that's pretty cool. We loved that. That was a very cute scene, if I remember correctly. Alright. Also, sorry, my voice sounds a little sick. I promise I'm not. It's just a little cold and my nose is a little stuffy. See? I had trouble getting to sleep that night, so the next morning finds me exceptionally groggy. I briefly consider skipping class, but remind myself that I was supposed to be a stronger person now. That's right, Hisao. You tell him. I get up like a good boy and put on my uniform. Then make my way to the main school building without eating breakfast. That's not a good boy thing to do. I sit in my seat in classroom 3-3, waving a greeting to Misha and Shizune like I do every morning, then let the day wash over me. The afternoon classes are always longer than those in the morning. This is true regardless of whether I count it by the minute or by the number of doodles drawn in my notebooks. He's drawing a lot, that's good. Today I'm especially distracted as I keep thinking about Rin. Yes. Did I manage to properly tell her that I want to get better? Did she understand a word of what I was saying? I think about the kiss we shared and what it means. She was so out of her mind, but maybe it means nothing. But we've been getting closer lately. What does that mean? I think about Rin more and more nowadays. I wonder if she thinks about me. She can only think of 3 things at a time? 6 things at a time? I don't remember the number. Sorry, I don't talk during the bells, I forget. Yeah, so maybe you're one of those things. So the ringing of bells makes me flinch, and then realize that I haven't been paying attention during the latter half of the class at all. I look at the assortment of sketches traveling up and down the margins of my notebook, and the only thing I got done in the last hour. It's the only thing I got done. Feeling vaguely disappointed in myself, I pack up and get to the hallway. Rin is standing right outside the door, her presence stopping me in my tracks as soon as I spot her. Her posture is relaxed as always, but I suddenly feel like I just ate a crowbar. I'm having a hard time meeting her gaze. She shouldn't seem to have any trouble looking at me, but those dark eyes are making me feel flustered for no reason. You're all nervous. It's hard to look straight at her, so I turn my face away a little. I don't know what one should say in this kind of situation. Then again, I rarely know what to say to Rin in any given situation. Hi. Hello. I try to get rid of the awkwardness in my voice and invoke a more natural way of speaking. I suddenly worry about where I should put my hands. It feels like they're in the way somehow. How you feeling? You were pretty out of it yesterday. I'm okay. What do you mean yesterday? You don't remember? I like that face. She tilts her head to the side like a bird, looking somewhat confused. Remember what? I have a pretty bad memory. About yesterday. What about yesterday? I came to see you, and I don't remember that kind of thing happening. Aw, she really doesn't remember? I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel a little disheartened at the same time. Okay, but like, if you were like real friends, like if this was me, and I was friends, it'd be like, come on, like we kissed, you don't remember? Like as a joke, just to get a reaction, just to see. But then it's also real, and you're like, want to get hurt a little bit out of it. I remember that I promised to show you one place, though. Did that happen for real? Maybe I just think that I remember. But maybe I just think that I remember that I really don't. No, that was real too. Okay, do you want to go? Now? Sorry, my phone buzzed. Yeah. Well, sure, why not? Is it far? It's not. Together we walk downstairs and then outside. The usual summer day, whirring cicadas, all greet us. It's immensely hot, and without the air conditioning the classrooms offer, I start sweating immediately. We start along the tree-lined pathways that lead towards the dorms. The cherry trees offer shade, with the sunlight blinking through the holes in the canopy. The light creates a chaotic pattern of shadows, dappled with bright places where the beams hit the pavement. Rin's eyes are wandering in every distance but mine. I get the feeling that it's intentional. Interesting. She leads me back to the back gate once again, taking us through it and into the forest beyond. As before, the dropping temperature and the drastically reduced levels of light make it feel like the forest is swallowing us into its cavernous belly. We head uphill along the same path as last time, snaking around trees and boulders, over roots and rocks, past with wild undergrowth. Birds sing somewhere in the woods, soloists for humming background music of the treetops. We go past the small clearing with the big maple that is now called the worry tree. The climb steepens, then becomes easier again. I have to stop a few times to catch my breath, then hurry after Rin, who doesn't stop to wait for me. Soon, I'm out of breath again. Suddenly, the trees end and we emerge from the forest. The boundary of the woods is sharp and abrupt, as though a line had been drawn to mark it. The hill continues to climb up a little further ahead, but from here to the top, it's a rocky meadow. Patches of grass and small bushes that look like they're growing straight from the rock. We soon reach the highest point, the forest behind us and the view to every direction opening in front of our eyes. The city lies far below and away, lazily reveling into the quiet afternoon mood. You can see pretty far from here, and the vista is beautiful. I wonder how high up we are. I breathe the fresh air and feel my heart rate slowly going back down. I think I might have overdone it a bit. A higher pulse is dangerous for me. I'm feeling fine right now, though. The wind picks up, ruffling my hair and causing the trees below us to sway. It makes the grass undulate in waves as the breeze sweeps across the hilltop. Sun shines from the now open skies upon us, a few clouds passing by to shadow it. What was the painful heat is now a gentle warmth. I take a good look around. The hilltop is pretty in the way nature often is, unplanned harmony found in the natural arrangement of things. The most striking feature is the abundance of small yellow flowers. They're literally everywhere in this small meadow, and I can't help commenting on it. Wow, a lot of flowers. Yeah. Do you know this kind? They'll fly away. Yeah, dandelions. There are not many of them at school, because they cut the grass so often. Nobody cuts grass up here. Fragile-looking flowers will soon turn fluffy and white, like cotton, and the wind will carry their seeds away. I crouch down to look at one tiny yellow flower, silently basking in the sunlight. There's not a hint of white yet, so it's still waiting for its time to be fulfilled. Sorry. Normally I cut out when my voice and things goes a little bit, but it's happening a lot right now, so you might hear me clearing my throat and stuff. I don't know what's going on. I promise I'm not sick. It's just a very, very cold morning, and I just woke up, so it's a little rough right now. I brush my fingers against the delicate yellow petals, feel the soft texture in my fingertips. It feels nostalgic somehow. I hear Rin approaching from behind and stand back up to face her. She has a weird look on her face. Something on your mind? I don't know. It's just... You just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily, and it makes me confused, and I really don't remember how much yesterday, except that you came to my room, and that's why I thought it might be because of me, because of me, I think that I know why. It's because people don't really like talking to me, and you might just be the same, and that would be sad. I know that people, and I'm talking to others the same way, would be sad that I know that I'm talking about others, and me too, always says that I'm strange, and that I talk strange things. Okay, I thought it was gonna cut off. Let's give this a proper read through. I thought it was gonna cut off automatically. You just look so sad. I'm still gonna say it really fast. You just look so sad all the time and become upset so easily, and it makes me confused, and I really don't remember much about yesterday except that you came to my room, and that's why it might just be because of me, so if it is because of me, I think that I know why. It's because people don't like talking to me, and you might be the same, and that would be sad. I know that people, that would be sad, and I know that people... That would be sad. I know that people, and I'm talking about others, then Emmy too, always says that I'm strange and that I talk strange things, so I thought I'd try not to say strange things, but that just makes me think more new strange and colorful, and that was not a good word, but maybe you understand anyway, and odd things. So if I want to say something, I don't really know how, and then the words, and it's not the same as thoughts, is something that goes wrong on the way, but it's not like the thoughts are really the thing I should be saying. It's more like the idea or the thought or the feeling of the idea or the idea of the feeling, and it's not really any of those either, because there's no word for it unless I invent a new one, which is not really useful. So I've been thinking of doing things better. Thinking of doing things is better than saying, so maybe because yesterday I took those pills and I was feeling a little strange, and I might have done something that I shouldn't. Besides, I don't even know if it would be any better if I could just say the thought that was no telepathy and that that's real telepathy isn't there. I think that it'd be terrible and useful at the same time. But right now I wouldn't mind, just because misunderstanding is so easy, but understanding is not. I thought I'd grasp her shoulder and squeeze hard and make her stop. I don't have the capacity to take all that in at once. Rin shuts up instantly. Take a breath. I'm not upset. Why would I be? I'm just a little confused. But it's alright. I wonder if I was making a face that she doesn't like again. I guess I've been thinking about it yesterday all the time. Maybe I looked weird. I wish I had a mirror with me at all times. No need to get it all said at once. I'll listen, even if you talk slower. It just came out. Sorry. I'm okay now. I just wanted to say something. I didn't mean that much. It's weird, isn't it? She looks at me with a surprisingly timid expression, one that I haven't seen before. I can't help but laugh a little. Yeah, it's weird. You are a pretty weird person, but there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for being worried about me. But I am gonna get better. I told you that yesterday, but I guess you don't remember that either. I don't. I wonder what else I forgot. Hopefully nothing important like my own name. That'd be terrible. Oh, you kissed me. I did? Yeah, you did. On the lips. That's right. Tell her. Let her know. I try to sound as matter of fact as I can, but I worry that I might be blushing again. Did you kick me? No, why would I do that? Then it's all good, right? It's okay, right? I didn't forget my name. Yeah, it's okay. I wish I was more suave so I could come up with a better follow-up to that, but nothing comes to mind. It's a good thing that Rin has more to say. Makes me feel relieved somehow. I think that I should say sorry. I'm really bad with people. Some things are hard to understand. Like jellyfish. Do you understand jellyfish? I guess not. People are like jellyfish to me. I don't understand. Now it's her turn to make a face that I don't really like seeing. I've never really had friends. What about me? I'm your friend, for one. I mean, think about it. We already talk a lot to each other. We've even gotten upset at each other and then forgiven each other for it. That's what they call friendship. It's really nice of you to say that. I've always been able to tell everything to pencils, paints, and paper. They really are my best friends. It is harder with people. I have to use words. That is harder for me. Yeah, I know. You told me about how you forget. Rin nods at me wordlessly, and I dare to attempt showing her a little encouraging smile. I hope I do it properly. She doesn't reply in any way. I feel really glad. The distance Rin put between herself and everything else has made me feel really uneasy ever since I met her. If we become real friends, I'm sure I could understand her more. I'm sure that this way we can close the gap of understanding between us. My thoughts don't transmit to Rin. She seems lost deep in thought, wandering amidst the sea of yellow flowers covering the grassy hilltop. It's just as well. Time passes, the breeze making the taller grass sway gently in the time with the wind. Rin hums a little song to herself, so quietly that I can't tell what it is, if it's even anything at all. A strong gust sweeps over the hilltop, and the sound of the trees and the wind buries the song away. I check my watch, more out of habit than anything else. It's 4:30 right now, on this Saturday afternoon. Aren't we just in class before this? We go to class on Saturday, man. Rin looks into the distant horizon with that odd blank stare of hers, as if she were looking at nothing at all. Her pupils are dark and quiet like a pair of deep, still ponds. I think I'm gonna quit the art club. I realized that, God, is this the bad ending? I think I'm gonna quit the art club. I realized that we had that argument last week. It was a good thing I tried it. It's just not my thing, you know? I had more fun getting to know you than actually the art stuff in there. But I want to stay as your friend. Will that be alright? Sure. It was getting pretty creepy anyway, with you staring at me all the time. Her comment makes me fluster immediately, but I managed to reply. Sorry about that. It's okay. I'm used to it. You're not the first person who likes to see me paint. Are you gonna do some other thing? I don't know. Probably not. You are going to become better, right? Sure. Me too, you know? I'm gonna talk to that friend of the teacher and ask her to put my stuff in her place and work hard and get all that done. I decided that just now, you know. But I think I knew it all along. I've had this feeling for a long time now, that I'm going to change. Even if I hate it and don't really want it, even if I wanted to, I would change. Like, I'm not enough the way I am. I think that this could be a good way to do it because it's like a straight line. Like I've learned all the things in my life so far just for this. It's just art, and it's the only thing I really know. I know what I'm going to do, so it's good. I'm not afraid at all. I feel like I always do. Is that weird? No, not at all. Just eyes closed. Fuck it. Close my eyes and give in to the irresistible sensation that has been growing inside me all week long. He's kissing Rin. I float up towards the surface of my own life. Damn, that's not what I was thinking. The pressure of being underwater slowly diminishes. The weightless sensation becomes stronger. I break the surface of the water, lifting my head into the sunlight. Inhale deeply, breathing in the fresh air as if for the first time in a long, long while. Now she's really close. My lungs fill with oxygen, and I open my eyes to see Rin's peaceful, determined face. No kiss. God damn it. We walk down the slope carefully and slowly to avoid falling down. Rin in the lead and a few steps behind. Me a few steps behind. How hard is it for her to balance without, like, arms? Do you only need your shoulders to balance? I suppose. I mean, I guess as if you're normal walking, you don't really have your arms out or anything. It just seems strange to me. Anyway, but I guess if you're going downhill, you do kind of do weird stuff with your arms. Rin surely can do this. Even if she can't, she's going to pull through. I'm sure that I can keep my head above water, too, from now on. The sun sets beneath our backs, behind our backs, setting the world ablaze in its orange glow. I keep watching the back of the red-headed girl descending the path a few steps ahead of me. If it's only this much, this distance between us is definitely within my reach.